banned away in the second half of the draft. And there it is. You're talking Silas Akali, Fnatic are immediately ready to go, locking that one in. And it also leaves the Maokai still available as a flex.
I think Galio or Silas here could work quite well for T1, unless they want to pivot to a Lissandra. But the reason I don't like Lissandra is because you're playing with a Sejuani. Lissandra Sejuani is so one-dimensional in being able to counter the play.
Oh.
This could be Zeus Yone.
Yes!
Or it could be Faker Yone.
Either way, I'm ready for this.
Oh, yeah, and Silas would work really well as another melee to facilitate that Sejuani jungle we expect. And it is going to be the Silas Akali matchup. Skill matchup. A lot of skill expression, individual outplays in the mid lane. Melee champs across the board. Now it's on Fnatic. Where's this Maokai going? Is it going top into the Yone? Do you have a counter pick into the Yone here, Wunder? Or is it just going to be the Maokai top and pick something like a Jarvan for... Could also be a Kali top, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but it won't.
It won't be. Yeah, it'll be the Poppy jungle, and it'll be the Maokai top here. So Wunder running back the same champ, and the Poppy makes sense into the dashes from champions like Silas, Sejuani as well.
It always feels so good playing that Poppy to be up against something that you can really shut them down with a steadfast presence, interrupt those dashes there a little bit. Both sides having a giant meatball on the front line there as well to tank up, play front to back if they need to. I just love the fact that we're getting to see what you described as a very skill matchup, but I mean, it looks like we might just have Silas in top side and Yone versus Akali in mid.
Oh, they swap back now. Okay, they were teasing us a little bit. They were maybe thinking about
I didn't want to fully
Silas.
commit. Yeah. But having a skill matchup with Faker and Humanoid, this is banger guaranteed, my friend.
Oh, it is indeed. And that works in a sense. Contesting creeps also, it always becomes so hard. Humanoid has no W here.
Oh, Faker has gone in. Humanoid in trouble. He's walking towards the wrong way. The flash didn't work. Humanoid wanted an outplay. Faker's still chasing. He goes in. Faker! He gets first blood, but he dies doing it.
Wow, so Humanoid...
Because Yumi's there to save the day. Owner getting away now, but Gumayushi's got to be careful. Razork and Fnatic still leading the way. This is what they need to be doing. Gumayushi throwing out the boomerang, flashing away from a wall stun, and T1 retreats.
Razork had no bot push, but he's playing with no fear as well. Manages to get the heal out of Gumayushi, trades his flash for it, but then he gets Gumayushi's flash on the back end of it. Owner's red buff is still up, and Razork's going to start it up. He's calling Hylissang. You see on the minimap, he's calling his support to help him out to secure this. Humanoid has a little bit of mid push too. I think Owner knows that this is being taken away from him. He needs to be very careful not to face check his way into this red side, because Hylissang spots him on that ward over the Krugs. And Razork will pick up the red. A lot of trading back in mid. Humanoid trying to get this wave in. Probably going to look for a base afterwards. Oh, maybe a dive. Hex flash on the Poppy, of course. We'll see if they pull this off. Hilly could flash over as well. Wouldn't surprise me if he does.
There they go! Faker, he's in trouble! He's down! Fnatic! I said I wanted to see moves out of Razork, and we're up 3,000, down to 1,500 now. Razork still looking to fight, still looking to contest. Owner, will it be a smite fight? It is secured. T1 have the objective. Nobody picked up the eye. He got the eye, but he'll die for it. T1's jungler flashing over the wall. You're dead, bro. What the hell?
Razork matches the flash and gets the kill. I think the idea was flash out Glass Cone and then Herald recall. Maybe there was some shenanigans in his head of how he could escape. Upset had to give up a bot wave there and loses a plate because Hilly roamed towards mid. They're pressuring the mid tier 1 here. Razork knows that Owner's bot side jungle is up. They're looking for camps down here, plates as much as possible. They're actually not even looking for the dragon just yet. So Fnatic come out ahead with a kill, but Owner still gets the Herald.
Hey, that Herald on average is worth 2 plates. Fnatic just...
At on level 5. He's not really been able to find anything here. So Humanoid fast pushes mid because Faker's giving up the wave to get here first. Then Owner manages to get the smite. I think it's the eye that he hits. We'll see what happens in the slow-mo. Manages to win out on the smite fight. It looks like Razork pushes Owner into Wunder to get the CC chain. Zeus has to ult out to avoid the Maokai ult himself. And I think Owner here wants to flash over, blast cone over to Krugs, and then just recall on the spot with the Herald. But
10 minutes in. The gold, however, is still very close. There's the Sejuani ulti, not quite enough range, but the flash to... And now let's see if they can get Hilly again. There's no flash available. The Boomerang Blade comes out. The spell shield is beautifully timed. Upset both summoner spells to get away.
Owner always hovering bot. He knows his win conditions. It's about mid push and who can get the objective first. Zeus will pick up this tower, but there's no wave behind him. Needs to be careful.
Yeah, I think he overestimated how quickly he could take that down there. Had to spend the Fate Seal to get back out. Wonder flashing forward, flash for flash there. As Zeus walks his way out, he'll pay for that one a little bit.
Classic Wonder drops the lap the second Zeus flashes away. We'll see if he tries to...
For this, Humanoid is top, but he has a teleport. Fnatic don't seem to be wanting to commit that to this. Razork's gonna walk up and try to see if he can steal this one away. Poppy ulti came through. Drake is secured. Razork jumps into the Faker. Humanoid's made his way into the fight now. Faker just instantly dead. Not looking good there as Wonder and Humanoid look to fight a little bit more, but they seal his fate. Humanoid is down, and Zeus tries to fight, but he falls next. Wonder burns away to the Ignite as Gumayushi looks for Hylissang. Upset dashes back over the wall, and Owner is ready for the flash follow. Cleanse gets upset away. Razork tries to rejoin with his bottom laners. Owner goes in, and Hilly tries to flash. He'll escape for now.
The solo laners fall on both sides. It's the jungle bots that fight to the death. T1 trying to chase Fnatic down there. They managed to get a lot of summoners out of the Fnatic squad, but it's Zeus who turned that fight for T1. It looks so disastrous. The second Faker basically got caught and died instantly. T1 won't be able to find an objective for this, and they picked up the Dragon. Base is coming in. Next objective will be the Herald. We'll see if we find another 5v5.
One of the stories that has always followed Faker throughout his incredibly long and accomplished career is how teams will focus him and he'll absorb the pressure. He's been focused a lot this game, and Fnatic weren't stopping in this fight.
He certainly has. So this bubble from Hilly seals the deal because the Poppy ult misses. If that hit Humanoid, maybe he could live and get out. So Humanoid goes forwards. Now watch Zeus here. Pops the E and then manages to get a lot of damage onto Wonder. Then dashes through Humanoid, knocks him up, gets the ult and takes down the mid laner. Turns into a 4v4. It's on Upset, but it takes so long to get Zeus down that by the time he does, Wonder also falls. The 3v3 is winning for T1 with the Yuumi. Upset being low, Razork being low. It's just a case of get the hell out of there.
Upset's cleanse, that is twice.
Their mid tier 1, Hylissang and Upset are split. T1's gonna engage on this 3-man.
Faker comes out with the stolen Maokai ulti. Now the real Maokai ulti comes back. Poppy disengaged. They want to separate T1. Zeus is going to be focused first. He had to get away, but now Humanoid's in the back. He's looking for Owner and Faker. Humanoid is caught. You can focus him again and again and again and again and again and again and again, but Faker finds his way.
Takes the Maokai ult and they collapse from mid. Watch this knock from Razork. I think that as he knocks, Humanoid hits his E onto Faker. So Humanoid says, hang on a second, maybe I can kill Faker here with the Shuriken. Decides to take it, despite the fight basically being won. Jumps on top of the Sylas, Owner notices, and now he's in a 2v1. Gets stunned up in his W, and can't R2 out in time. By the time he does, he falls.
Nicely done there from T1. Overconfident. Look for the top lane tier 1 turret. Gumayushi, he's got his Yuumi locked and loaded. The Ignite onto Wonder. That tree is going down. Gumayushi picks it up, but Fnatic are looking to trade back. Racing a Herald for turrets often does not work. Owner jumps over. Zeus follows up. Hilly's trying to get away. T1's in hot pursuit. Owner's grabbing the first kill. The Herald dies to the turret. Razork's gonna be next. Upset tries to provide covering fire, but Humanoid's made his way in. He's ejected, and Gumayushi is ready to catch the pass. Humanoid again trying to get away. A double kill back over to Faker. Humanoid running. Incredible sequence of events. Watch this again.
Zeus on the side, Owner on the opposite side. Ult lands onto Hilly. Zeus pops the ult as well to land onto Hilly too. The TP coming in from Faker is just all about buying time. The 3-man top side just running Fnatic down. They have to split. Razork gets caught after Hilly, and then Humanoid comes from the side here, but it's Faker's steal Poppy ult that knocks him out here. Humanoid actually uses the E just 1 second before the E2. He gets knocked back, and he gets knocked into Gumayushi. Faker takes down Upset, and then Fnatic, T1 turns towards the Baron.
This game went from very close, but T1 favored, to Fnatic now having to fight for their lives. This is not what they needed here at just 22 minutes into the game. Remember in their last game, it was a similar early Baron against them. They could not recover. Zeus ready to fight, ready to win. I called him the protagonist, and I meant it. 1v3, and he already got the first kill. Now he might find a second. Wonder wants to get away, but Zeus will barely fail to kill him. Gods are bleeding here. Zeus
behind in gold and experience. He manages to find a couple kills and fights to get him back in the game. This is the top dive, so Fnatic recognize that T1 are going to play 1-3-1 here and just destroy their base. They need to get a Baron buff off of someone. Zeus does so much damage to kill Humanoid, then gets stunned up, manages to get the lethal tempo fully stacked up. Nice W there to stop the dash from the Yone into the knockup from Hidesang. If he took down that Maokai with the knockup, I think he would have turned and killed Razork and Hidesang too, but game of inches. Fnatic fast.
Faker ejecting part of the front line. Hilly is caught, and Faker is on a rampage. Wonder, looking to see if they can follow this up. Faker getting away for now, but the Yuumi ulti comes through. Now Wonder's been baited in. He tries to heal it up, but he can't do it. T1, get it done.
Humanoid no TP, he can't join that fight. Fnatic didn't want the fight in the first place, but Faker forces it. They're gonna crack the base open. Tier 3 will fall. Will they get the inhibitor as well? 30 seconds on Wonder should be easy pickups. Faker actually TP's bot there to defend the tower to deny an objective bounty, and they can continue to play on these two lanes, top and mid. I think two inhibs will fall here unless Fnatic can find a miracle fight. You can see Faker chasing Humanoid on the minimap to slow him down as much as possible while T1 destroy these structures.
Kyria jumps back to the safety of his team. The mid lane inhibitor drops. Owner dashes forward. Hilly throws out the way.
Out, and then he finds Hidesang after Owner lands the ultimate into Everfrost into the chain. Absolutely one shot, and then it's a 3v4. Gumyushi is a bit zoned away, but Faker with the W and the flash out manages to stay alive.
Faker was so focused and so behind and so targeted by Fnatic in this game. He's done a great job. He's got his Zonias. He's ready for playmaking. Razork has used the steadfast presence already. He's trying to get away. He's got locked down. He wants to knock him away, beautiful. But it just doesn't work. Gumayushi's got the spell shield. He's got the reaction time. He's got the kill. Fnatic 4v5.
Mended, upset really low on mana, has to base. Wonder might be caught here by Faker.
Faker just gonna go in, no fear, ready to start this off. Maokai ulti continues flying out. Humanoid wants to jump forward. This Akali that had that lead early on has not been able to answer T1's game plan, and now they'll knock down the last remaining. Some awesome stuff here in this one. T1 sitting on, what's the math on that? About 11-5 in terms of gold lead. This is almost insurmountable. They would need to conga line down mid one at a time, 2 or 3 times in a row for Fnatic to really have an angle here. It feels so impossible to defend against this lead.
Yeah, T1's game plan just fantastic from start to finish. Match the 3v3 bot side, give up mid push and just let Zeus play in isolation. Fnatic had a lot of leverage through Humanoid, but now he's even with Faker. The knockback's gonna land onto Razork.
Here we go. Wonder on the front line. They'll find a little damage onto him. Yuumi ulti goes out. Humanoid's locked down. In the smoke, he's still nearly killed. Humanoid has to go right back into the fountain and heal back up. But time is ticking, and it ticks against Fnatic. The tanks are half health. The turrets are lower. They're both gone. Nexus exposed. T1 going in again. Humanoid's already down. They're trying to find a culling. They're not going to find anything. Fnatic will fall, and T1